Hey guys, Courtney from CD Exotics here, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, make sure you go down below, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you could give me a thumbs up, hit that like button, comment. It's helpful. It really helps the algorithm get my videos out there, get my videos out to more people, and lets YouTube know that you guys really like my videos. So I just want to give a big shout out today to Camo Constrictors. They sent me a t-shirt a little while back, and I just haven't had a chance to give them a shout out. So I will link their channel down below. Make sure you go check them out. They've had some really cool clutch cuttings lately, so make sure you go check them out. Today I'm going to be doing a video on how I install my heat tape. And it's pretty basic, but I know I've had several people ask, so I just wanted to do a quick time lapse and kind of explain how I do my heat tape and a couple of the different tips and tricks for installing heat tape. So let's go ahead and get started on that. So real quick before we get started on this heat tape, I just wanted to, for anyone who has watched the last video on clutch update on number 3, I am going to be getting those guys posted on Morph Market today. There's a few still available, several of them sold, but there are still a few available, and they will be getting posted on Morph Market. So if you're interested in one of them, make sure you go check out my Morph Market, and the link is down below, and hit me up on one of them. I will be having the clutch update here soon on number 4. They did just shed, and a few of them are taking their first meals, so probably next week I will go ahead and do the clutch update. Next video is probably going to be weighing all of my collection. It's been about 6 weeks since we did one of those videos, so I'm going to go ahead and go through everybody except maybe a couple of the breeder females and get them all weighed. We'll see if I can squeeze it all into one video, hopefully. If not, it'll be 2 parts. But that's enough talking though for right now. Let's go ahead and get doing this heat tape. Alright, so you can see here I've got my supplies. I've got my heat tape and my silver tape and my scissors. And I'm just going to run the heat tape down the shelves. So this is why in the rack build that you saw, I alternated where those slots are. And you can either start at the top or start at the bottom. This is going to be a bottom rack, so I decided to start at the top because I wanted my plug closer to the top because that's where it's going to be easier for me to plug it in. So I just get a little bit of tape, and this is just the silver HVAC tape. You can order it from Reptile Basics when you order your heat tape, but I actually get it from Lowe's. It's right in the HVAC section with all the ductwork, and it's cheaper and it's easier just to get it right from them. And so you can see I actually did 2 pieces there. It's because I got it crooked, so don't worry about getting it crooked. Just cut it and fix it. So I put a strip down each side, and then usually on the edge by the leg I also put a strip, and it just kind of helps hold everything in place. See, like I'm doing right there. I don't staple mine because it's PVC and it's really hard to staple the heat tape down. So I just put the heat tape right in that routed section and then just tape it right down. And I haven't had any issues with the heat tape getting torn up or even any of this silver tape getting torn up. The tubs seem to slide really well right across it. It takes a minute sometimes to pull it apart. But let's see, just going on down, doing this. It's pretty simple. It does take a few minutes to do, but it's worth it. Said I know a lot of people, they try and route out their shelves perfectly so that you don't have to use this tape, but it never seems to work. I either get it too tight and then I can't even get it in there, or it's too loose and it doesn't stay and I still have to use the tape. So I've started just routing my shelves out just a little bit wider, and it just gives me a little bit more wiggle room, and I just tape it all down. The tape's pretty cheap. It lasts forever. It's also great for attaching your probes. So I did not attach the probe in this video, and I know I had some people asking about that. Of course, I'm like blocking most of the shot, I guess. But when you attach your probe, you want to use some of this silver tape because it's really sticky and it will hold up to the heat. And you want to make sure that you lay your probe right on one of those black bars. If you put it on the clear, you're not going to get quite as accurate of a reading. So you want to put it on the black bars. I usually put it in the, it depends on if I'm running 2 racks off of it, I'll try and put it in the middle. So like for this rack, I would put it probably on that top shelf, and I put it on the piece that goes up the leg. That way the tub's not sliding across it. It's not getting pushed around all the time. And sometimes I do have to set my temperatures a few degrees higher, but you just need to play around with it to get it right. Also, when you get to the very end here, you want to make sure that when you're cutting it, you are only cutting in the clear area. You don't want to cut on the black bars because then your heat tape will not work. You also want to make sure that you cover up the end of the heat tape with that silver tape or with the stuff they send you. They send you this little silver sticker thing. So either works. So that was how you install heat tape. It's really not difficult. It's the same process no matter how tall your rack is, how wide your rack is, no matter what size tub you're doing. It's still the same process. And this is just the way that I do it. Some people don't use the silver tape at all. Some people just make sure they route it out perfect and they don't have to tape it down. That would be amazing, but it never seems to work out like that for me. So I just use the silver tape, and I have not had any issues yet. It's been working out really, really well. If you have not seen the build video for either the FB40 or the Hatchling rack, make sure you check them out. And they will kind of show you how to actually build those racks, and then you can use this video to show you how to install the heat tape. So I will put one of those right over here, somewhere. Here. So make sure you check that out, and I will see you guys next time.